Hey, Jude. What's up?
You know, same old. You?
Funny, was just thinking about you.
So, do I got amazing timing, or are you always thinking about me?
You know, I could be cursing your name in my thoughts.
Oh, hey. I'm just glad you remember me at all. 'Cause I got a favor to ask.
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people aren't easily bored.
Not in your company. Okay, now that we've blown each other, what's up?
You're on a need-to-know basis. So, this particular mission don't require you to have no gun. Just a wetsuit.
Gotta say, I'm intrigued. Why the wetsuit?
Can't back out now. Just gonna have to use your imagination.
Really know how to reel me in, don't you?
Ain't seen nothing yet.
All right, then, count me in. But I gotta warn you, I look great in a wetsuit.
Believe it when I see it. Damn out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
Sure. What about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow lakeside. Meet me there. At sundown.
Time being, doesn't seem he's having much luck. In England.
Okay, is this a date?
Guess you'll have to find out. We'll have to. See ya, V.
Unfamiliar with English customs, fox hunting is a treasured pastime of the aristocracy, like beating the help or incest.
Recommend any chrome in particular?
You know, cyber implantation's like buying shoes. Everyone needs something different. A net runner won't have the same needs as a solo. But if you spend a lot of time in the Badlands, it's worth investing in cloaking gear. Hollow skin, active camo, what have you. Compared to the city, surrounding area might look deserted, but less folk doesn't mean you'll be safer. Here's what I recommend. Move quietly. Don't draw too much attention, else things can get real ugly real quick.
Doesn't seem like you get a lot of customers, huh?
True, but I get by from my regulars.
How's that? They buy a new iron every week?
They bring them in for repair. The sand, it gets into every opening, every little crack. You gotta take them apart, air blast them every once in a while. If you don't, well, might eventually find yourself wishing you did.
You're about to know my wrath.
The road is the greatest teacher.
You hear about Santiago? Used to be a nomad. A long time ago. Friend of mine did a job with him once.
That's one old friend you got. He's a legend, all right. Wouldn't say he was my role model, but, well, he was the man for his time and place.
Don't think he was all he was cracked up to be.
They say he was a big city nomad, best of both worlds. Except there ain't no such thing. You're either loyal to your family, or you ain't.
Doesn't loyalty to your friends count for something?
Maybe it does, but then you end up like Santiago. He snuffed it because some lunatic wanted to blow Arasaka to smithereens. What a friend.
But I'll tell ya, the grass ain't greener anywhere else. Don't believe me? Then it's time for Bullshit Bulletin. At the 74th meeting of the CPSU, the Reds announced a new 5-year plan prepared by Geroy 2, some AI they bolted together in Pascal. They unloaded on this poor Geroy all the Soviets' stickiest problems left to solve. Persistent shortages, catastrophic pollution, and the undying legacy of the Como. Meanwhile, up on the moon, the economy continues its nosedive following the price collapse of the cheese rock's main export, helium-3. Chair of the Lunar Association of H3 producers, Julian Adebayo, said he's actively seeking new markets for their stock. For the time being, doesn't seem he's having much luck. In England, the 4 members of the
All good? How'd you do?
You, Panam, and the cowboy. Now, that sounds like a story I want to hear.
Wouldn't call it a story so much as just another episode of what happens to folk traveling on the road.
Gonna spill or not?
Me and Panam were hauling cargo from San Francisco to Kansas for one of these so-called cowboys. That's what we called the owners of those huge sin meat farms. Kansas was riddled with them operations, but Panam never seen one. So we get there, we unload the cargo, some valves for boilers, doesn't matter. Stench in the air's unbearable. Panam's face is green, she's practically gagging. Then the owner struts over to us, cowboy hat in hand, about to say howdy, when Panam drenches his boots with that day's lunch. I thought that was it, that we were screwed. But you know what the cowboy said? No need to bow, I'll just take a handshake.
No wonder Panam instantly knew what you meant back at the AV. Staying in California much longer?
We need the work, preferably the more lucrative kind. No better place than Night City in that regard. But the nature of biz here is such that sooner or later you'll step on some bigwig's pinky toes. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get back to the matter at hand, shall we?
You seem worried. Follow your heart.
You know what they say, no safer place than Kansas. If only there were jobs.
Know why I read? Because only fiction's capable of conjuring up any kind of sense about this world.
Sometimes I think about staying here a while longer. But then a city dweller happens upon us, and I reconsider.
Got some trouble with the signal range. Who knows? Maybe it's Dakota and her damn dream catcher.